And of course, this is time for the real talk with the Pimpcron. And I like to do little creative ditties. I like to do some things to just milk that funny bone. That's a weird phrase. Uh so this week, I wanted to turn on my patented future vision and show you a glimpse of the future of television. Now, we can all agree that Warhammer is slowly entering the general consciousness, and it's been on South Park, and there's Monopoly themed Warhammer 40K and themed sneakers, and Warhammer's really getting out there. I just came back from vacation in the year 2045 and wanted to share something with you. In the future, we have the Warhammer channel on basic cable. No longer Warhammer Plus, none of that stuff. Oh no. Here's the all-star lineup of shows. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you. I am actually the executive producer of this network. So that's also like, whoops, spoilers. Anyway, so these are the shows on the lineup, okay? What about get this. Hell's Studio. A professional painter, Luke Smeggles, puts new prospective miniature painters through the ringer as they compete for a chance to win a painting studio. Each episode will include 5 painting contestants that are each given a miniature and a random materials to paint with. They're given very little time to paint, and the host berates them the entire time. Like, what are you? I'm an idiot sandwich, from Hell's Kitchen. Your heart will be touched as you see grown adults cry while the host screams at them. Critiques like, you forgot to water down the ketchup for 2 thin coats, and that lipstick is the wrong shade to be used for basing. It's gonna be fun, I think. It's gonna be real fun. I just like watching adults cry, frankly. Here's the next one. Bits Tank. Okay. A panel of Games Workshop executives see contestant after contestant of kit bashers and they pick them apart. Of course, the miniatures have been made with bits from Games Workshop models, and the contestants are competing for a chance to join the GW design team and make it to the big times. These judges don't hold back, and their personalities clash. It's all very gripping, I assure you. This season finale had a contestant discreetly slip in a 3D printed bit, and one of the judges lunged across the table at him and started strangling him. And then Jervis Johnson himself from Games Workshop descended on a rope from the ceiling and had to break them up. It was crazy. Crazy. Still in litigation, by the way. All right, so it's not all just reality shows, things like that. It's not just all that. We've also got Dora, Dora, Dora the Inquisitora. It's for the kids. We follow Imperial Inquisitor Dora and her Jericho friend Boots as they purge heretics and make friends. Popular phrases from the show include, do you see the filthy heretic? You do? Point at the filthy heretic. Or when their antagonist, Bloodletter, comes around to steal blood, they make you yell, letter, no letter, no letting, until he goes away. And he's like, oh man. And then he goes back to hell from where he came from. The show helps kids learn about their colors, ABCs, numbers, and how to identify enemies of the Imperium. So it looks like a fun time. Now, this is another one. It's kind of harkens back to my childhood. It's really popular with the kids. Xenos babies. Okay, get this. It's a group of infant Xenos that live in a nursery and use their imagination to make friendships and go on adventures. Occasionally, an Adeptus Sororitas named Nanny comes in and gives them, I don't know, food or something. Okay, the show's cast includes a humble green orc. He's always like, it's not easy being green, is like, he'd say something like that. And a silly blue skin towel that's like afraid of everything, right? A bossy female Ogren who's just in love with the orc. It's gonna be like, wacky. And a joke telling Chaos Beast Man. It's gonna be good. You guys are gonna like it. Now, this is one of my all-time favorites. I tuned in while I was on vacation over a decade in the future. I tuned into this every single night. It's a sitcom. I Love Brucey. Okay. The show follows an orc wearing a red wig and trying to fit into human life. It's married to a band leader at a nightclub, and Brucey is always getting into shenanigans. There are tons of iconic episodes, like when Brucey got a job trying to film a vitamin commercial with disastrous results. Brucey's best friend lives in their hab block and often helps in the crazy goings on, you know? And the famous catchphrase when Brucey's husband gets mad is, Brucey, you have some explaining to do. And Brucey looks right at the camera and she whines, wah. Yeah, the audience just eats it up. I don't know. It's kind of dumb. Anyway. The Imperium's Court is another episode, another show that people like. The people of the Imperium come before their regional court to argue and air their grievances. The judge makes them look stupid, and you will laugh at them. It's actually, I mean, it's required. You got to laugh at them. One time, someone didn't laugh at the judge berating these people and got shot in the head by a commissar. It's like it's not. It's funny, but it's not funny at the same time. The show highlights just how stupid people can be and often just devolves into nonsense. Like, I'm suing this hive ganger for stealing the drugs I want to sell, something like that. And you can't forget, I agreed to pay him back for the money I borrowed. I didn't say I would pay him back with money, though. I repaid him with an equivalent market value of string cheese. That's stupid. Anyway, the final one, I think I've taken up enough of your time, okay? The final one is Game of Drones. Okay, a Tal-centric show. This is a departure, a Tal-centric show based in primitive Tal Prime, where several Tal families vie for political power. It's really gory and there's lots of nudity. Come to find out, like the Tal already have the line on their face. That's basically what their groins look like too. I mean, like lots of nudity. There's like maybe too much nudity. It's almost like nobody has clothes on is what I'm trying to say. And you probably don't understand just how much full frontal I mean when I say that you get to see more blue privates than you would dare to imagine. And I know some of you are getting pretty excited now. It's like a sushi market in each episode, but the meat is still attached to the people. Anyway, the phrase is, in the game of drones, you either win or you don't. We're not good at melee, so we don't try. And there you go. I hope you're all excited over all these new programs. It's a real good lineup they have over there in the future. Some of it seems a bit derivative, but I guess there are no new ideas, huh? Anyway, it's fun for the whole family, and it's all must-see TV, and I'm pretty excited about it. So you only have to wait 1 decade and some change. Anyway, thank you for listening to my oh my god of stupid rambling, okay? I love Bruzy. Oh my god, I'm dumb. Anyway, thank you for listening. GameMat.eu, thank you for supporting the show. And Panhandle3D.etsy.com, thank you for supporting the show. And my beautiful, sexy, good smelling, all around great people, charitable, well liked, well adjusted Patreon patrons. I'll see you next week, guys.